Okay, quick thing before we start the show. Big changes are happening all around us. Are you ready? In my new book, Super Shifts, we uncovered the massive transformations reshaping how we live, work, and think in the age of intelligence. From AI to the future of work, this book is your guide to navigating what's next. Get your copy of Super Shifts today, available wherever books are sold, because the future isn't coming. It's already here. Okay, let's start the show.
Welcome to the Think Forward podcast, where we speak with futurists, innovators, and big thinkers. Come along with your host, Steve Fisher, and explore the future together.
Welcome back to Foundations in Foresight, a Think Forward series. I'm Steve Fisher, and today we're talking about something that's often overlooked in futures thinking, curiosity. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Curiosity? Isn't that just a personality trait? Something we either have or we don't? Not at all. Curiosity isn't just nice to have. It's the fuel that drives foresight. If you want to be good at seeing what's coming, at spotting emerging trends before they become mainstream, at asking the kinds of questions that lead to breakthrough insights, you need to cultivate curiosity like a superpower. So today, we're going to break it down. We'll explore why curiosity is the key to better foresight, why most people stop being curious as they get older, and why that's a huge problem, and how you can train yourself to ask better questions that unlock unexpected possibilities. Now, let's get into it. If you've ever watched kids explore the world, you know that curiosity is how we naturally make sense of things. Kids ask questions constantly. They push buttons. They test boundaries. They try to understand how things work. But something strange happens as we grow up. We stop asking as many questions. We get comfortable with what we already know. We settle into routines. And in a world that's changing as fast as ours, losing curiosity is one of the most dangerous things you can do. When we stop asking questions, we stop seeing possibilities. We start assuming that the way things are now is the way they'll always be. And that's exactly when disruption blindsides us. The best futurists, strategists, and innovators all have one thing in common. They stay relentlessly curious. They never stop questioning how things work, why things happen, and what might come next. One of the simplest ways to cultivate curiosity is by asking, what if? That is the question that unlocks new futures. It pushes us beyond what's obvious. It forces us to think beyond today's assumptions. Think about some of the biggest transformations in history. Someone once asked, what if we could store and share information instantly from anywhere in the world? That question led to the internet. Someone else asked, what if cars didn't need gas and could run on electricity instead? That question helped drive the shift toward electric vehicles. And today people are asking, what if AI could think, create, and solve problems alongside humans? And now we're watching that unfold in real time. Asking what if opens the door to new possibilities. The problem is that most people don't ask this question enough. Why? Because curiosity requires comfort with uncertainty. Most of us want answers, not more questions. We want certainty. We want to feel like we understand the world around us. But the future doesn't come with guarantees. It comes with possibilities. The people who shape the future aren't the ones who think they have all the answers. They're the ones who keep asking better questions. The good news is, curiosity isn't something you either have or you don't. It's a skill. And like any skill, you can train it. Here are 3 ways to start cultivating deep curiosity in your everyday life. First, question the default. We all have default assumptions about how the world works, but those assumptions can lock us into outdated ways of thinking. Pick something you take for granted, how your industry works, how a product is designed, how a process operates, and ask yourself, why is it this way? Could it be different? Most breakthroughs start with someone questioning something that everyone else assumes is just the way things are. Second, follow the weird stuff. If something seems strange, niche, or a little out there, pay attention. The weird ideas of today often become the mainstream realities of tomorrow. The internet started as a niche academic project. Bitcoin started as an obscure experiment in digital currency. AI-generated content was once considered a novelty. Curious people don't just follow what's big now, they look at what's emerging at the edges. And third, get comfortable with not knowing. This is a hard one. Our brains are wired to seek answers, to feel like we get it. But curiosity thrives in uncertainty. If you can train yourself to sit with the unknown, to explore possibilities without needing a final answer, you'll start seeing the future more clearly than most people ever will. Curiosity is the foundation of great foresight. If you want to be the kind of person who sees super shifts coming before the rest of the world catches on, you need to ask better questions, challenge assumptions, and stay open to possibilities. So here's my challenge for you. Sometime today, stop and ask yourself a big what if. What if my industry changed overnight? What if the technology we rely on today became obsolete? What if the next big opportunity is in a place no one is looking yet? Pick something you've never questioned before and start questioning it. Because the people who are curious about the future are the ones who end up shaping it. Well, that's it for today's episode of Think Forward Foundations and Foresight. If you're enjoying this series, go back and check out previous episodes where we lay the groundwork for better futures thinking. And stick around because next time we're going to talk about black swans and wildcards, the unpredictable, high-impact events that change everything overnight. Until then, stay curious, stay adaptive, and always think forward.
Thanks for listening to the Think Forward podcast. You can find us on all the major podcast platforms and at www.thinkforwardshow.com, as well as on YouTube under Think Forward Show. See you next time.
Thanks for listening to the show. Now, about that thing I mentioned earlier about the book Super Shifts. Imagine having a playbook to navigate what's coming next. That's exactly why I wrote Super Shifts, to help you understand and prepare for the seismic changes shaping our world. Don't just react. Get ahead. Super Shifts is available now, wherever you get your books. And if you order today, you'll get exclusive bonus content. Head to supershiftsbook.com and grab your copy now and start future-proofing your life. The future won't wait. Why should you?